upper one, upper one. Yes, this is where we were explaining. So I was explaining the marketing strategy that you want to use, right? I mentioned the target audience. Please don't forget everything we said yesterday. I'm only building on what we said yesterday. I'm not repeating that again. So because of our time. So how do you market your business? You must understand the fact that the best business is not any best or better than any other business if it is not well marketed. You have to market your business so that people can get to know what you are selling. People can get to know the kind of business that you do. People can get to know the kind of solutions and package for them. So marketing is very important, right? That's why even till tomorrow, the likes of big companies like Coca-Cola, they won't stop doing marketing, right? Even the big brands across the world, Coca-Cola has been for years, right? Years. And up to today, they are still doing marketing. That's to tell you that even the biggest of them all in the brand, in the industry, they still do marketing. How many people that are just coming in, you don't even have maybe up to 10 or 5 loyal customers yet. So you need to understand marketing as a key factor of your business growth. You can't be thinking of business growth, you can't be thinking of business expansion if you are not putting proper consideration into marketing. And you are not just doing marketing because you want to do marketing. You want to be strategic with your marketing. Please, can you confirm that you can hear me, please? Let me be sure I'm not just speaking to myself. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Can anyone hear me? What's the issue? I can't get any response. What's the issue, please? Or can someone type? What's the issue? Maybe somebody can type in the chat box. Maybe I can hear that. And maybe I can read that. I just want to be sure I'm not speaking to myself. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, thank you, Mr. Pastor. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Precious. So, like I was saying, you need to understand how important your marketing is. As you are thinking about the best product or service you are giving to your audience, as you are thinking about how you can package it well, that in business wey people know, make I talk am for pidgin, the business wey people know na im dey go patronize, right? I used to have a boss that says no talk say market no dey, na you no dey market, right? I'm sure you understand that what that means. No talk say market no dey, na you no dey market. So you say there's no market, there's no market, there's no market, there's no market. It's not that there's no market, you are the one that is not in the market. What does that mean? You are the one that is not visible. You are the one that people don't know. If people know you, they will buy from you. That's just the truth, right? You can see some businesses, they don't have the competence, they don't even have what they package. It's not as quality as that. But you can see how people buy from them because people get to know them. Yes, they do adverts, they do everything they have to do just to ensure that people know them. And people like to know there's this emotional connection. People that they always feel people always publicize what they do marketing, they go online, they talk about it online. Everywhere you just see what they do, you see them talk about everywhere. You want to patronize them. Somehow you are connected to them emotionally and you want to patronize what they do, right? So it is important for you to know how marketing works. Now, what are the key things you need to understand when it comes to marketing? Who are your target audience? If we have any Facebook marketer here, for someone who knows how to do Facebook ads very well, or any social media, anyways, any social media ads, you understand that you have to do your target marketing very well, right? You have to do your audience marketing very well. You have to be so specific. Do you know how many people on Facebook, right? Do you know how many people on Instagram? So you cannot be targeting everybody. You don't even have the resources to target anybody. If you target anybody, that ad will not go far, right? And the conversion rate will be very, very little. But if you target some specific set of people, there's high probability and high chances that you're going to make good conversion, or you're going to create good leads from that ad that you have just done. So you have to be targeted. You have to know a target audience you are focusing on. Number two, what is your goal? There are different goals to there are different goals to ads or marketing. You want to do awareness. There are some ads that you do. It's basically to
get people to know you. You just want to make noise in the market so that people will get to know what you are doing, not for them to buy from you, right? Not for them to buy from you. Just want to make the noise, let them know. Just like maybe all these political aspirants, right? We see that when it's time for campaign, when it's time for all those things, you see them go around. What do you think they are doing? They are trying to create awareness. You see posters everywhere. That is not the day of the vote, right? That is not the day you are going to vote for them. You see them do manifestos and everything. All those things are just to create awareness for people to know that, oh, this person is contesting. So from there they want to gain the trust of that person, of everyone who cares to listen to them, right? So you have to know the goal. Is it just to create awareness or to create leads? Some art is not to sell, is to create leads. For instance, you see somebody that will say, I want to do something for free. I want to do one program for free, or I want to give you, some will say I want to give you a book. Maybe you just launched a book. I will give it to the first 500 people that will send their email, or that will send me hi on email, or that will do this on my, all these things. What they are trying to do, that will join my WhatsApp list, my WhatsApp group, right? All those things, they are trying to create leads. They're trying to generate leads. They're trying to get contact. Some people, because they want to start doing email marketing, they want to start doing a newsletter, right? They will ensure that they get a lot of emails, so they will come up with different strategy, because they are still going to sell to you later. But the goal of what they are doing now is not to sell, is to get your number, get your contact on their WhatsApp list, on their WhatsApp group, or to have your email saved on their email list, so that they can always email you or send you a DM or whatever, right? Then it could be to sell, right? It could be to sell. You can be creating a particular lead, a particular ad, just to sell to the people. Then what is the channel? What is your budget first? How much are you going to budget for it? If some people tell you how much they budget for marketing every week or every month, even you'll be wondering that, is it not just marketing? Ordinary Facebook ads, some people spend a whole lot, right? I know of a company, they spend close to 3 million. International company, they spend on 3 million. My friend is the one even doing the work for them, right? 3 million every single month. That's what they do for Facebook ad alone. Facebook ad alone, not other ads. Then what channel are you going to use? You want to use Facebook, you want to use Instagram, or you want to use physical ads like manual, right? Back in the days, you want to do your marketing, you can go to radio station, you can go to newspaper. But these days, people leverage on social media. Just go and get one influencer, or just go online and do video, post it. I'm sure you see some of those things, right? And you can also, do some things by your own self. As you go to places where there are people, you start talking, what we call word of mouth marketing, right? Word of mouth marketing. You are there to market what you have to sell. There's something we call the shameless marketing. Shameless marketing, sorry if I'm too fast. Hope you can hear me, please. Hope you can hear me. I need a, yes, please, if you can type, just to continue. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Right? There's something we call shameless marketing, right? Shameless marketing means that you are not ashamed of what you are selling. It is your business, right? If it is your business, you have no business being ashamed of your business. You are not stealing, right? You are not a fraudster. You are not doing Yahoo. You are not doing anything illegal. You are not doing anything immoral. You are not doing no. Somebody was saying something that even hookup girls, they do advert. Even Ashawo, they do advert. Forget, pardon me for mentioning that. We are talking about marketing here, right? I know it's a church gathering, but I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. As bad, as ridiculous, as evil, as demonic we think that kind of job is, right? They still go ahead to push themselves out for people to know what they are selling. That's the point I'm trying to make. How much you that has something that is legit, you that has something that is good, that is legal and is good, right? And can why can't you just patronize, advertise yourself before others can patronize you? Then what channel are you going to use? Then what is the timeline? Whenever you are doing your marketing, you need to understand timeline. Right? The timeline. You want to, okay, I'm going to do this things for 1 week, I'm going to do this for 2 weeks, especially when you are doing Facebook ad or other ads on social media. You know that it has to be timed, right? It has to be timed. Very important. Then the next one is your profit multiplication plan. How do you plan to multiply your profit? Right? We are thinking about business people here now, businessman. You are not just, this is not about like I said yesterday, man must chop enterprise, or I beg make I shall do the day I see money for pure water, the day I don't see, God is the one giving us our daily bread. You should not have that kind of mentality as a business owner who wants to scale up. Don't forget, the part of this training is how you can scale up whatever you have started. You are a fashion designer, you are into cake and pastries or confectionaries and every other thing that you do, right? How can you, okay, let's say this month, right? This month you're able to make maybe total revenue of let's say 200,000. After you have removed every money that you spent, maybe your gain is about close to, let's say, 80 or 90,000, for instance, right? So you want to think, business mindset that you have, you want to think, okay, how can I multiply this money by next month? This is my 90k, how can it turn to maybe 200k, right? How can this 200k total revenue turn to something bigger? So you want to think that, okay, maybe I should reduce my cost, my expenditure, right? If I made a total revenue of 5,000 and the money I spent to make that money is like 2,000, then my profit, right, my profit is now 3,000. So next time, maybe next month, how can I increase that 3,000? Number one, maybe I should increase my total revenue, or maybe I should reduce the amount I'm spending, right, to ensure that I get that done. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. So you have to think about that one. That is, you are already thinking as a business owner who is ready to scale up whatever he's doing or she's doing, right? Now, you want to sell. How do you multiply? You sell more. You have to understand that selling is, see, let me tell you something. We are still going to talk about how to fund your business, right? That will be the last part we're going to discuss today, how to fund your business. But you must understand that whatever I want to tell you today about you funding your business, right, it is secondary to you selling. Selling is the first way to fund your business. Trust me, selling is the only trusted, surest, and long-lasting way to fund your business. Because when you sell to customers, they don't care about what you do with the money, right? They paid me. Whatever I do with the money you paid for me, you paid for what I did for you, it's none of your business, right? But if you go borrow money somewhere, at least the person needs accountability. The person will ask you, even if the person does not ask you what you do with the money, when he's ready to collect his money back, I'm sure you would want to be running scatter to get the money back. So you must understand that selling is very important. Then you want to save. That could be your own strategy. Okay, let me save. Yesterday I asked a question and somebody said, if I was to advise my younger self, I would tell the person to save. I'm sure we can still remember that. So saving is very important. Saving is very important because as a business person, I'm sure that you understand investment, right? Investment is a key part, right, of your business adventure and how you scale up and grow as a person, as an individual, as a business owner, even as an organization. But you must also understand that having what we call the liquid cash is very important. There are some times that if you don't have cash, it can limit what you can do. As much as you want to have a lot of investment, and you know what investment means. Investment is money that you don't have it as cash, but you have used the money to do one or two things that you can convert to money later. Maybe you use the money to buy land somewhere. You know that maybe 2-3 years from now you will resell the land at a higher price. You use the money to buy house. You know that maybe you want to resell the house or whatever you want to do, or you want to take it as rentage to be collecting the money annually, or right? Or you use the money to do one of that. You have spent the money on a particular thing, so your money is in that thing, but that thing still have the power to collect, to give you your money back. Or you have bought shares, right? Or you have bought stock market, stock market or any other thing that you have done with the money is still your own. You have the power to collect it or to retrieve it when you need it, but that time you are talking, that money is not cash, it's not handy, right? The money is not handy. So that's what we mean by save. You have to save, very important. Even as much as you use the larger part of the money to do your investment, but having savings will still help you in a long way. Then investment, you have to invest, and when you are investing, you invest in two things. Primarily. Number one, cash producing cash flow. Cash producing cash flow. There are some cash that you have that should be producing some cash flows from you. Who can give me a good example where you have a cash? In fact, there's an example that is all over the places that you can see. What you need is a cash, and the cash will give you more cash flow. Like, you know what cash flow means? It means that as the money is going, another one is coming. So the money is flowing in and out, in and out, in and out. So there's a business like that is very common around us now. Who can help us with that kind of business? Anybody? Can you hear me? Cash producing cash flow. When you have cash with you, the cash should produce, should help your cash flow, should help you to do more business day in, day out, so that you can make more money from it. So do you have any example of that business? Do you have any business? Someone who can give us an example of that business where you need the cash, and the cash is what will create more cash for you? Anybody, please? Okay, if nobody wants to talk, I will just say it. POS is a good example. The POS business, you need cash to actually do that business very well, and you know that the cash is producing more cash, right? So you need cash producing cash flow. There are other businesses like that it is the cash that you have that you will use to do the transaction to make more money. Then we have asset producing cash flow, right? That is the one that I've mentioned before in terms of investment, right? You have to invest in some assets that can give you cash flow that you can sell. Let's say you want to buy land, a good example, you buy land, right? After a while, you sell the land, you go and buy another one, you sell again. You know, those kind of things. You are having an asset that will produce more cash flow. So when you are investing, your investment should not be, I want to invest in something that will not give you more money. It's like I'm taking this thing too high. Can we come to am I too high from our own level, like the kind of businesses that we do? Okay, now let me calm down a bit. Let me talk about fashion designing, right? How can you create asset producing cash flow as a fashion designer? Number one, I used to tell people that in what okay now let me ask this question please. I need a straight answer very fast. How many ways can you make money from your fashion designing skill as a fashion designer? How many ways do you think you can actually make money from it? Let's quickly list them out, please. I need a response, please. How many ways do you think you can make money from your fashion designing job or your skill that you have? You know the job very well, you can do it fine and good. How many ways you know you can make money? Hello, dear people of God, my time is going. Who wants to talk to me? Can we still hear me? Can we still hear me, please? Can we still hear me? Yes, okay, that's fine. So there are many ways as a fashion designer, there are many ways you can make money. Number one is that you can make money from sewing, and people come to collect it, they will pay you, fine. You can make money from the apprentices that you have. They will come, you teach them work and you learn. You collect money from them. Apart from that, you can also invest in what we call asset producing cash flow. Some of the fabrics, some of the materials, you can start selling materials, right? When you go to the market and you buy nice materials and your customers know that you sell materials, sometimes they don't need to go to another market to go and buy materials to come and sew from you. Just tell them I have good materials, just share them, send the pictures to them, they will pick the one they want. You tell them, okay, how much is 6 yards? 6 yards is this. You have used your money to buy it, you have invested into it. It's an asset because you know that the asset is going to produce cash flow, right? The asset is going to produce cash flow. So you must understand what that means. There could be many other ones like that. Maybe you are the one that is doing cake, right? What are those things that is that you know that, okay, I can sell, I mean, if I buy them, I can also sell them to other people that are doing cake, right? Maybe some of the materials that you use, right? There's a way you can also buy them, also be reselling to other of your colleagues that need them. So you can see all those things. Those are typical ways. You have to also think, what can I do to make more money from this? Please, the next slide. The next slide, please. About your positioning, right? You are, see, mention any big man, any business owner that you know that is doing well and they are not correctly positioned. I don't know of any. Trust me, I don't know of any. Positioning, it has to be very intentional with it. As you're talking about your business plan, about your marketing plan, you have to be, your business, your brand has to be well positioned. Who are the people that you have to associate with to make yourself well positioned? Who are the people in that your area? Just imagine you are a fashion designer. There could be some people you associate with as a fashion designer that can make people to know that no, you are not, even you are not small in this industry. That can see. I saw a picture this afternoon, or sorry, this morning. I'm sure probably some of us have seen it. I saw Shirivodi, right, trying to measure the vice president. I don't know if anybody has seen that, right? I just saw it this morning. What does that mean? Shirivodi to be, meaning that he's the one sewing clothes for vice president. That's the meaning. So do you know what it means for someone like him to be sewing clothes for the caliber of those people? So it means that his target audience are not even small boys anymore. They are people who can pay well. So some people who probably don't even know him before, who don't have confidence in him, they will say for him to be sewing for that kind of person, definitely is someone that they can patronize. You can see what it means. Now, I think when he wants to open his place, this thing I was talking about yesterday in Abuja, I'm sure you're going to see the likes of Obi Kubana, because I'm sure I was told he's the one even sewing for Obi Kubana. You see the likes of maybe Obi Kubana, Kubana chief priest, maybe Davido and the likes. You see them all over the place to come and celebrate with him. What does that mean? Right? What does that mean? It means that even people that did not come there, you are trying to pass a message across to people that I'm hanging with the big boys. Pardon my language, right? Pardon my language. You are hanging with the big boys. So you see the same thing we are talking about here. The people you hang around, the places, the platforms you put yourself. What are the platforms? Where can people find you? Where do you normally go to? For some of you here, you say you are a fashion designer. Even on your own self, you don't wear what you are sewing. You should be the best marketer of yourself. Anybody that sees you, there's a guy in Benin. The guy is around Ekenwa Road, close to Uniben Second Campus. Anytime you see this guy, trust me, this guy is always native, and the native is always touch knob, right? Always touch point. I mean, top notch. Always top notch. Why? There was a day I was engaging him. He sells most of the sales he has gotten, most of the new clients he has gotten, right? new client that he has gotten them from personal interaction. Somebody will see him and say, wow, I like your native, I like it. Who's sorry for you? Can I know your tailor? You smile. I am the tailor. You don't have to know anybody. You have known me. This is me. I'm the tailor. You see, really? You made this yourself? Wow. That will be the conversation. That's where everything will start. And you start showing every of your styles that you have done. That's why some of these things should be on your phone. Right? Start showing. You know this style will fit you before you know it. It's already a done deal. The person will become your client. So anything you are doing, you have to be well positioned for it, and you have to project. Then the next one, number 4, attraction plan. How do you plan to attract? You have to be poised, you have to be excellent, and you have to be professional in everything that you do. Don't say shebi na fashion I dey do, shebi na ordinary confectionaries I dey do. What is there? Ordinary confession? It's not ordinary. Trust me. It is not ordinary. You can package it so well that even people that are coming to you, they are people of great minds. People who are patronizing you, they are people of high caliber because of how you see yourself, because of how you carry yourself, because of the poise, because of the excellence and the professionality that you put into what you are doing. Don't say because of this small thing I'm selling, everything is not even up to 100,000. It must not be up to 100,000 before you can be poised with what you are doing, before you can attract people, right? Likes attract likes. For me, there's a kind of brand I cannot, if I look into your brand and I'm not seeing professionalism in it, I'm not seeing excellence, well projected, I won't come to your brand, I won't patronize your brand, right? Likes begat likes, likes attract likes. If you want to attract big people, you have to look big as well. You have to look excellent, you have to look well packaged. Somebody say, okay, help me do cake. How much is the cake? 100,000. You presented the cake and the cake is not even something presentable. Okay, help me sew clothes. After everything, the clothes is just what I ordered versus what I got. It shouldn't be you at all. After this training, you have to put excellence, well packaging into it. And I told you yesterday that packaging enhances value. If you don't package it very well, people will not value what you think you carry or what you claim you carry or what value you claim you have to give to them. You have to package very well so that they can feel the value in it. And I explained yesterday that value is also relational. I'm sorry, it's very relative rather. Value is relative, right? And value is not just value until it is perceived to be valuable. Value is not just value until it is perceived to be a value. So you need to understand this thing very, very well. You are not just who you think you are. You are what people think you are, at least to them. That is why they say perception is reality. Perception is reality. So the next one, reception plan. How do you plan to receive orders? You have to understand, you have to comment, you have to celebrate people. People come to your shop. How do you celebrate them? How do you talk to them? Do you talk to them rudely? Do you talk to them anyhow? You have to understand them. You have to find the way, anything, even if there are some angry customers, there are some annoying customers. Even at that, still calm down. Try to understand their point. See how you can talk to them calmly. See how you can convince them. See how, a customer is angry, you're also angry. You cannot do business with such person. So you have to understand your customers, the people you are relating with, your clients, your anybody. Then you have to know how to recommend. Right? When people even recommend you to some people, how do you get the acceptance of those people? Then you have to celebrate people. Learn to celebrate people. It's very important. Learn to celebrate people. Whenever they come to you, like, I like your dress, I like your look, I like this one, I like that one, I like your shoes. You make them feel valuable. They want to come to you next time. Then the fifth one, retention plan. How do you intend to retain your customers? Number 1, follow up. Number 2, feedback. Ask for referrals. Make new offers. You have to do follow up. It's very important. You have to do follow up. It is very, very important to do follow up. Then you have to give feedback. Let them give you feedback as well. Please, how the clothes I saw, how do you see it? Hope you like it. When people saw it on you, how did they feel? Please, can you hear me? We are back in class. Thank you. Can you hear me, please? I need a yes. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you, sir. So you have to know how to do this, and please don't be ashamed to ask for referrals. Please, oh, you like what I did for you, right? You say yes, I enjoyed it. Please refer me to your friends. Tell your friends about me, please. Right? The best form of marketing, the best form of marketing is a customer well satisfied. When you serve a customer and the customer is well satisfied, trust me, the customer will tell others. Right? I'm sure that this is a church, right? I'm sure that some of you, it was not Pastor Lumide that met you personally that told you to come to church. Somebody who already came to church so that, oh, I like the ambience, I like everything, I like the way the pastor preached, I like the people, I like the reception they gave to me. Wow, I feel at home. Now bring you as a friend. Come, let's go to church. You said you got there and you liked it, right? Pastor Lumide cannot do everything by himself. It's not possible. You cannot do evangelism alone. You cannot do everything, but you need people to help you talk to people about whatever you are doing, about what God has entrusted into your hands, about that business that God has given you the vision to build. Right? You need to leverage people to help you reach other people as well. So please, let's go to the next slide. And please always learn to give new offer. That's what we call cross-selling or new upselling. Learn to give new offers. Somebody came to you to sew a particular dress. You can tell the person, oh, this particular dress, if you have this one also in your wardrobe, it's going to be nice, it's going to look good on you. The style is nice with your stature, with your look. If you have this kind of, or somebody has a particular color, right? A particular color. You can say, oh, if you can get this other color as well, it's going to be nice. Oh, seriously, you have a white Jeep, right? If you have a white another white agbada or white native with this kind of this thing, put your white shoes. It's going to nice though for some occasions like that. All those things just to make the person feel good. I'm like, the person might look at it and be like, okay, that's nice. I want to. So the next one, the 3S of business growth. I want to be very fast now, please. The 3S of business growth. Number one is structure. What structure do you have as a business owner? This is the legal framework of your business. The legal framework of your business. This is for people who have registered with CAC. I didn't mean I can hear from you now, or as a physical class, I would have asked how many of us have registered with CAC. We can even start from there, right? What did you register as? Did you register as a sole proprietorship, which you call the business name, or did you register as a partner, or as a corporation, or a limited liability company? I've just rushed through all these four, right? I'm sure if you have registered your business with CAC, you understand this. And if you have not, please, you need to. Don't run an illegal business. Normally, let's be sincere, under the law, right? Under the law of Nigeria, I mean the CAC law, business registration is very important. You cannot be running a business that you are not that you have not registered, and you are now using that business to collect money, right? That is why if you want to go and open any bank account in the name of your business, they will not give, you cannot open without your CAC registration. Your CAC registration is the first criteria, is the first one of them, is the first of them for you to open a corporate account. So for you to actually put structure into what you are doing first, and even for people to take you serious. Sometimes if you say you are doing a business, it's not registered, people will be like, you never even serious. When you are serious, you let us know. For me for one, I cannot borrow you money to do a business that you have not registered. Why? I believe that for you to have registered it, at least it's like you have some trust in this thing you are doing. You have some commitment into it, right? For you to have used your own personal money to go and register a business, even though it's not cost, but at least to have gone that route, it means that it's like you are serious with this thing. But unlike other things, you are just saying it in your mouth, and I want to start a business, so and it will cost me 200,000. Can you borrow me the 200,000? Meanwhile, you have not done anything. You don't have any paperwork about the business. You don't have any documentation about it. So it means that even you are not serious with the business. So how should I risk my own money on top of what you are not serious about? So you can register as a sole proprietorship, that is business name. As a business name, I mean as a sole proprietorship, it means that you are the sole owner of the business. Everything rises and falls on you, right? Everything rises and falls on you. You are the only man in that business. Most of those businesses, they cannot get big loans because bigger companies, banks and the likes, they are scared. They are very, they are afraid of giving someone like that money. Why? It is just you. What if the person dies tomorrow? What if the person runs away? Run away. What if all, full of what ifs? So people are scared to borrow you money, especially when it comes to big money, except people who are your paddy that can say, okay, I beg, Shemina my guy, how much is 500K? I can, even if he doesn't give me later, right? He's my friend. I will still enjoy, I will still get something better from him, right? So that one is that. Then you can have partnership. Partnership is when you have two or more people come together to register a particular business so that they can run it together. Then we have cooperation. We have cooperation, the likes of some corporations are like all this water corporation, government power tractors and the likes. Then the last one is limited liability company, which is called the LTD. When you have a company and has LTD at the back, or when you see a company that has LTD or limited, it means you are registered as a limited liability company, limited by guarantee, right? Limited by guarantee. We have limited by guarantee and we have limited by trustee. The ones that are limited by trustee are the NGOs, right? NGOs. Then when you want to do a structured business, you want to do, and the business is for profit. We have non for profit, that is for the NGOs. Then we have for profit. The profit is the one that is limited by guarantee, right? As a limited liability company, you are not the owner of that business. In fact, you cannot register with CAC with you alone. You have to have somebody that you give a particular share of that business. And as time goes on, you would want to share, you want to sell part of the business, sell the shares in the business. I mentioned yesterday, likes of Dangote. Now you are hearing Dangote refinery, Dangote cement, Dangote spaghetti, Dangote indomie. The truth is that the ownership of Dangote in Dangote refinery is not 100%. His ownership might not even be up to 40, I don't know, but it might not be up to 40%. So it means that there are other people who has 20, who has 10, who has 5, who has 4. In fact, maybe some of you here, you even have the 0.00000 of MTN. I know there was a time MTN was sharing, they were selling shares, sharing stock. They will tell you, they will give you 0.00, the zero will go long, die. On top of money, they will tell you, save 5K, invest 5K. At the end of the day, those kind of investment, before you can even have up to 10,000 sent to your account, maybe after 10 years, because of the little amount of this thing you bought. There are some people, they can buy your business 50%. They can buy 50% of it. Right? They can tell you, okay, for instance, now you want to sell you have a business, you need money to grow the business. Okay, I'm coming to that when we get to what we are discussing. Then the next one is strategy. What are the strategies you have put in place? The internal strategies and the external strategies, right? The internal are the things you can control, your staff, your structure within, the kind of people, the policies and the procedures, your vision, your mission, your core values, all those things. Please pardon me, I don't really have more time to explain some of those things. I know my time is limited, and I don't want to extend my time, right? I know maybe in a much time we can have. I just hope maybe one day we can also have a physical class. This would have been a more preferable this thing if it was a physical class, right? And very much engaging as well. Then you have your internal, then you have the external. The external are the ones you cannot control. What are the external factors that can affect your business? What are the external strategies that you can put in place to ensure that your business is sustainable? Then the next one is the system. The system, processes and practices. The processes and the practices that organizations use to manage their operations and achieve their goals, right? What are the systems that you have put in place? What are your daily operational plans? What are your daily operational strategies? What you have put in place to ensure the day-to-day running of the business? Now, for instance, if you don't understand what I'm saying at all, understand the fact that, okay, just learn something from Pastor Lumide, right? I'm sure he has put some system in place that is helping you. I'm sure Pastor Lumide has put some strategies in place that is helping the church to grow. You cannot do everything. You will preach, you do Bible study, you cannot do everything by yourself. That's why you have different departments. You have ushering department, you have the evangelism department, you have prayer department, you have all those things put together. Whenever you come to church on Sunday, Pastor Lumide cannot be on the altar and still be at the door welcoming everybody. It's not possible. You cannot be at the door and also be inside the church and be saying sit here, sit there. No, it's not possible. Some people will be at the okay, I don't know how big is your church, but somebody will be at the car park. Some people will be at the car park, which you call the control, the crowd control or the traffic controllers, right? Okay, park here to ensure that nobody mispark. Pardon my English. Like everybody's sharp park well. You understand the meaning? So that whenever you want to go out, there'll be easy access to go out anytime. Then, as you are walking into the church, you see some. I'm sure you can see other churches as well. You can understand what I'm saying. As you are walking in, you see welcome to church, welcome to church. I used to attend let me just mention, I used to attend Winners before, right? When I was in Ekosodi, I was attending Winners. And you see that close to, I'm not exaggerating, sometimes close to 30 people will stand at the door welcoming you. The way they will hold their hands. You'll be walking with them, you'll be walking in their midst. Welcome to church, we are glad to see you. Welcome, everybody will be smiling. All those things are just part of the system to make you feel relaxed, right? That is not the church. That is not church. That is not church. That is not God. I'm sure you understand what I mean. That is not why you are in church. But those are the reasons, those are the things they put together to ensure that anybody that comes to church should have this kind of feeling that he has been in a good place, that yeah, I love the ambience, I like everything I experienced there. I'm sure you understand that. So what are the systems that you are putting on ground for your business? Okay, you have a staff. What kind of system? How do you operate with the client or with the staff rather? And what we call operation, don't get it twisted. When you hear the word operation, what do you say? What is your operational plan? What is your this one? Anything operation is your what you do to run your day-to-day activities. That's the simplest explanation to operation, right? Now, if you ask Pastor Lumide, what is the operation of the church? Let's say for instance, every Sunday, what are the things you do every single day on Sundays that you do every Sunday to ensure that the service is okay, the service is done and is well done? That is the operation. So even your business, you have what you do day to day to ensure that you capture the value, or you deliver your value, you create the value, you deliver it, and you capture the value. Don't forget we discussed that yesterday when we talked about the business model. So that is your structure. That is your structure, your strategy, and your system. The next slide, please. Next slide. Our time is up. Okay, I think that should be the last slide. Oh, Omo. Hey, how do I run through this? Okay, these are some things. Okay, I will Mr. Pastor Lumide, please, you can share the slide with them so that they can read through it. These are things that you can do by yourself as a business owner. Some things you want to do. Have a clear vision about the business. It's not nice that you as a business owner, you that has the vision, you don't even know the vision, you are not clear about the vision. You have to be very clear about the vision so that when you are explaining the vision to others, you can buy them, right? You can buy them. I'm sure some of you here, when Pastor Lumide was telling you to come to church, probably some of us, it tells you some things about, this is what God has showed me, this is what I want to, this is what the vision is all about, this is what God has said to achieve with this mission, this is what God has said to achieve with this mandate. That's why you see the likes of, for instance, Bishop Oyedepo, we always say, God called me, so time, told me, this is the mission, I've called you to engage the youth, I've called you to do this, to go on this, on that. Every other pastors as well. Every business owners as well can also explain their own. Right? They can also explain their own. So you as a business owner, you must have your vision. Be the person behind your brand. Be the person behind your brand. Show up daily. Don't forget, shameless marketing, I explained that. That will not permit me to emphasize that. Associate with the right people and new people as well. Don't say, I'm an introvert, I cannot talk to people. You are not a business person if you cannot talk to people. Trust me. You must learn to talk to people. If you know that you cannot talk to people, you must put systems in place that can make you talk to people, because business is about telling people about what you do. People showing up and letting people to see what you are doing. You are not the owner. You are the owner of the business. You are not the one that will consume what you are producing. You are not the one that will consume what you are selling. You need people, so you have to know how to connect with people. Then please, you can see the rest there. We can quickly go through it on our own because of our time. Please, let's quickly go to the second slide. Let me rush through the second slide for us. Please, let's go to the second slide. Can you hear me, please? Bring down the slide. Show the second one, please. I have have just 20 minutes to go. I need to be fast. I'm done with this slide. You can read the remaining one. Let's go to the next slide. The second slide, I mean. Okay, thank you. Talking about sourcing finance for your business, you must also understand, like we discussed yesterday, money is very important in your business. Money is very important, and the challenge that many business owners face, especially when you are starting out as a business owner, you have a good business, you have a good idea, you have a good product, but sometimes you don't have the money to push it, right? You don't have the money to push it. The truth is that, let's be sincere with ourselves. I will be a liar to come here and be telling you that all you need when you are talking about business is prayer. All you need is to trust God. It's good to do prayer, it's good to trust God, right? But you must also understand the place of money in your business. You can't scale up without money. Many businesses, they had fantastic ideas, they had fantastic products, they have fantastic services, but the truth is they do not have the money to sustain it. They do not have the money to do what is needed of them, and by today they are no more in the market. So you need money to sustain that your idea, you need money to sustain that your business, you need money to sustain that your product or that your service, that your purpose, that your whatever you think God has committed into your hands. The truth is you need money to actually establish it. You need money to promote it. You need money to make it happen on earth. So because of this, many business owners, especially the startups, they have the challenge of how to raise money to start a business. So I will need a little time I have now. I'll just brush through the things that you have to do, that you have to consider when you want to start your business, when in terms of getting finances, getting money to sponsor the business. Please move to the next slide. Now, these are the things you are going to learn, the module, the outline, right? What is business financing, types of finance, then definitions of some key aspects, then tips for writing a good loan application. For those who probably want to get a loan, may want to write a loan application. To the next slide, please.
Recording in progress.
Okay, now, what is business financing? You can read what is on the screen. I may not read verbatim, but basically, business financing is how to get money to fund your business. You know past that one. Chicken now, full stop. How to get money to run your business is basically what we call funding. You know past that one, right? So you must understand that you need the money to make the business running. For instance, a fashion designer, you need a shop, right? You need to get a shop, obviously. You cannot be sewing outside. You need to package the shop. You need machine, and you need there are different kind of machine. You need electric machine. You need this one. You need the one that can be doing different styles, or what do you call it? The one you call ishe, or what do you call it? All those kind of designs. You need another machine for that. You need is it electric machine you call it or something. You need the one that can weave. You see, sometimes you even have to spend millions to actually get some of those good and standard kind of machine. You need manicure, you need different things, you need tape rule, you need scissors. All these things are very important. Sorry, I'm using more of fashion. It's because yesterday I'm working with the business I got yesterday, right? Then somebody mentioned yesterday about the cake. To even start cake sometimes, though, for you to start cake, your own might be kind of different, might be easier, because if you can be able to convince someone that I do cake and you want me to do cake for you, obviously I will tell you to pay half of the money first, maybe nothing less than half, so I can use the half to quickly go buy the material. Then when I'm done, maybe I can add little of my money. Then when I'm done and I want to give it to you, I will collect my balance. That one is okay. But as a fashion designer, you cannot go and be telling your client that I want to give you money. I'm sorry, your client, I want to bring you clothes. Bring the money first. Let me go and use the money to go and buy machine. Then when I buy the machine, I will now come and sew your clothes. It's not possible now. It's not possible. But you that's doing cake, you can easily go buy flour, buy egg, buy whatever you have to buy. Quickly, within one day, you already put everything together, and before you know it, the cake is ready. But to other businesses, it might not work like that way, right? So you need your capital. That's what we call capital. money that you need to start up is what we call the startup cost, right? The startup cost. If we were to do yesterday, I was talking about the business model canvas. If time had permitted, I would do a proper explanation of the 9 segment of a business model canvas, right? And you need to understand your startup cost, how much it will take you to start, at least on a minimal level. How much is it going to take you to start a business in that environment? How much is a shop? How much will it cost to have a shop? Okay, the kind of machine you want to buy, how much will it cost? The kind of this, the kind of that you want to buy, how much will it cost? All those things are part of what. So the money you need, number one, to start the business and to run the business. That's basically what business financing means. The money to start, number one, and to run the business. There are some people who they've been able to secure money to start a business, right? They'll go and buy the machine, they'll go and pay for rent, they'll go and do all those things. But you notice that after but they don't have money to sustain, to continue it. That is why somebody will tell you that let's say you want to start a new business and you need like staff. They can tell you that the money you are going to, the salary for that, let's say you need 10 staff, the salary for that 10 staff for the next 6 months, you have to keep it somewhere first. Don't expect it to come from the business, because the business is a new business and you may not be able to have enough funding from the business or generate a lot of income from the business that can pay the staff. So it is wise enough to go and secure some funding first that can pay the staff for the next 6 months. The next slide, please. Now, we talk about the types of finances. What are the finances for your business? We have internal and we have external. Internal is when you are trying to raise money from within yourself, right? You are talking about yourself. How much do you have right? This is where they are seeing money. They will collect money from people, give them. So those people, what you used to pay them back is called dividends. They have dividends every month or every year or quarterly. They have dividends that they are sharing from the proceedings or the profit of the business, based on the number of shares that they have in the business. So that means that, for instance, if Pastor Olumide makes after another person have invested into business, if he makes 100 million, right, when it's time to share the dividends, the 100 million is not for him alone. The 100,000, the 100 million has to be shared between everyone who has a share in the business. That's the equity investors. Then we have venture capitalists. Venture capitalists are people who they've seen the vision of what you are trying to do, and they are ready to invest. Most of these people, they invest more into startups, new businesses, new ideas. They will see your business, they will be like, fine, I can. But most of the time, right, you risk the control over that business. Most of the time, they will even be the one, or they can even be the one to bring their own team to be working on the business or to be working on the idea. So most of the time, you lose your rights or ownership. Not that you don't have ownership, but in terms of the control, you don't really have much control over the business, because people have put a lot of money into it. That's what these are people we call the venture capitalists. They will see a new business, a new idea, and they will invest much into it. And if they've invested much into it, don't expect them to just go like that. An equity investor might not be part of your day-to-day running, might not even care about what you are doing every day. What he cares about is, at the end of the quarter or at the end of the year, giving my own dividends, and life goes on. But venture capitalists, because of the amount of money they've invested, they wouldn't want to go. They want to ensure that they see what you do every day in that business, to ensure that their money is still secured. Next slide, please. I have just 7 minutes to go. I have to run. Now you can see the advantage and the disadvantage of equity finance is there. The right investors can offer more than just finance. That is the advantage. When you get the right investor, someone who has the money, and sorry, let me say this, when we're talking about investor, I've been mentioning millions. Like, this man just mentioning millions. We are not here how much business I'm doing that you're talking millions. Even if it is 10,000, the person can be seen as an investor in these regards. Even if it is 5,000 that the person invested into your business, can be seen as an investor in this regards. So when you're talking about investor, you don't say how much you give. You are made, they give 1 billion, you are saying something. So most of the time when they invest their money into your business, they tend to monitor, they tend to guide you, they tend to help you, they tend to connect you, they tend to do one or two things that will ensure that the business does not collapse. Then the next one is, it is non-refundable. Yes, when an investor invested in your business, you are not refunding them. What you owe them is the dividends. What you owe them is the dividends and return on investment. You are not paying them. It's not a loan. When I ask you, come and invest in my business, and you invested 20,000, you invested 100 million, you cannot wake up tomorrow and say, hey, come and pay me my money back. No, I did not borrow money from you, you did not loan me, you invested. Except the condition says that maybe after a while you can take your capital back. Maybe if the condition allows that. But on a normal ground, what you owe them is your dividend. Just ensure that you are giving them your dividends. You are not paying back. And it's a long time thing. People are buying investment, people are buying shares. Maybe not just for them alone, even for their children. Because they know that if I die today, they will still be paying these dividends to my children. That is just the truth. Then you can see that business profit and losses are shared equally. When you have shareholders, people who have shares, when there is loss in the business, you are not the only one that will bear the loss. Everybody will bear the loss. And when there is money as well, you not only want to share the money, everybody will share from it. You see the positive and negative aspect of it. Please, the next slide, please. Next slide. I have 5 minutes to go. Then type of finance, talking about debt finance. Debt finance is basically when you go and borrow debt. you go to Lapo, you go to Bank of Industry, microfinances, or you go to Alajo, or what do you call it in Benin, Esusu, right? I think there's a name they call it in Benin. All those people that are collecting daily contributions, you go to them and you say, I bet you borrow me 20 million. I want to start a business. You must tell them when you are paying back, and you must tell them the interest. So loan comes with interest. You are paying back and you also pay with interest. But investment, you are not paying back and you are not paying any interest either. So you can see the difference now. The next slide, please. Then you can see the advantage of debt and the disadvantage as well, right? When you the advantage of debt is that it helps to maintain full ownership of your business. And people feel like, so if I sell the shares of my business, if I sell part of the ownership of this business, it then mean that I will not be the only owner of this business anymore. No, I won't do that. I'd rather go and take loan. Even if it take me 5 years to pay the loan back, I know that at the end, I'm the only owner of this business. Last, I go finish the loan. Then it helps to improve credit scores. You know, when you borrow, you can borrow more. You know how these things work. Then loan interest is tax deductible. Loan interest is tax deductible. Then what are the disadvantages? Fees payment with heavy penalty for defaulting. You have to pay back, you have to pay back, and there's heavy payment if you didn't pay back. Some people have borrowed loan that has taken them to court, taking them to police station, that has taken them to a lot of issues, that cause a lot of issues in their business. That's why you don't want to take any loan that will cause your, even if it's 5,000, if you know you cannot pay back at the right time, better don't take it. Then another thing is that it eats into the business cash, because all the time the money you're supposed to use to run the business, you'll be using the money to service debt. Used to be paying debt every time. Then it helps to put entrepreneur under a lot of pressure. I'm sure some of you understand what I'm saying. When you borrow money from some of these online app, the kind of pressure they will put you, and they will you can call you 100 times a day, and you have to pay them. Or maybe Lapo will come and close your shop, right? They'll come and close your shop. Sometimes they won't come to your house. You know, those kind of things, you won't feel relaxed. Those are the disadvantage of it. Next slide. Then talking about grants, right? Number one, grant is a non-refundable money given to you. Example of a good grant is I think BOI used to give grant. Yes, Bank of Industry in partnership with the federal government. They used to give grant. Another good common grant that we have in Nigeria is Phileo Foundation. I'm sure you've heard about that before. Has anybody heard about that? The Phileo Foundation, the $5,000 grant. Has anybody heard about that before? Anybody? Okay, thank you, Precious. So that is a good example of grant. There are a lot of grants that you can actually apply for as a business owner that can help you to get money to run your business. Now, you can also have grant from NGOs. Some bigger NGOs can give you grant to do what you want to do, right? You have a vision. You have a vision you want to run. You can write to some NGOs. They will support you. They will give you grant, provided just that most of the time those grants have to be in alignment with what you want to do must be in alignment with their own vision and mission, right? As their mission and vision, it has to be in alignment with their core values. For instance, we have the SDG goals. I'm sure you know them. If you don't know them, go and search them. Go on your Google and search SDG goals. Sometimes, if your mission or vision is around education, you must target the right SDG goals that support that initiative. If your own is maybe zero hunger, early child education, and you must know the SDGs that supports it. Know the kind of foundation, the kind of NGOs that will support what you are doing. Then we have some philanthropists. Yeah, some individuals can decide to give a grant. Maybe government can also give grants. Those are sometimes government grants, they reach to anything. Government will tell you they want to give you 100,000, want to give 1 million naira. Want to give 1 million people 100,000. I bet what will 100,000 do to you in a time like now? What kind of business would that one do? That's why you see that many people that collect a government grant, they don't do anything meaningful with it. They would rather go and use the money to eat at the end of the day, or to sort out family issues, because the money is not even enough to do any business in the first place. Then we have corporate organizations that are doing CSR. Right, like some of these banks that are doing CSR. If your business or whatever you have to do, your initiative is in alignment with their CSR, they can support you, they can give you grant. In fact, I think GT used to give some grant one time. I can't remember if it's still on. As some other banks like that can also give grant. So you need to understand how these things work very well. Next slide, please. My time is up, please. Pastor, please just give me like 2 minutes. I will round off now. Then you can see the advantage and disadvantage of grant. Number one, it is free money. Grant now free money. Oh, nobody will ask you. Since Tole Elimele has been giving $5,000, you can do the conversion to naira. He has been giving $5,000 to many people in Nigeria and in Africa. He has never asked them come and pay back. He doesn't have any issue with it. It's a grant I've given you. Go and do what. It's not to go and do whatever you have to do. I mean, whatever you like with it, anyways. But to go and is to support your business. But the truth is that some people have collected the money and they have used the money for something else. The people. Okay, thank you. Can you hear me, please? Please, I just beg for 2 minutes. I have to rush up everything now, right? So it's a free money that and like I said, I know some people many money in the name of to fund our business. They will not use the money to go and japa. Some of them are using the money to go and study abroad. I know a lot of them like that. But the truth is that you can't borrow loan in the name of business and go and use the money for something else. Right? Because when you want to pay back, it's tricky, but it's a grant. You can do whatever you have to do with it. Then that it afford business credibility. It helps in waterfall effect. Then the advantage is there as well. It is time consuming. Sometimes some people this Elimelu grant, for instance, some people have been looking for it for more than 5 years now. They've not gotten it. So sometimes it is time consuming. The process is alone, it go long die. You understand the point? But at the end, if you get it, you're gonna enjoy it. Then difficult to receive. Yeah, it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy to collect the 5,000. No, you do classes, you do assessment, you do this one, you do that one, you do presentation, a lot of things. In fact, there is no grant that comes easily except all those small 50,000 naira grant, 20,000 naira grant. If you are looking for good grants that can actually help your business, like millions of naira, the processes are always very tedious. But if you can really go through it, at the end of the day, you get the money. It's going to help you. Then it affords less flexibility. Yeah, next slide, please. Then tips for writing a good loan application in case you want to get a loan. How to write your application, you have that there as well. Please, I just want to stop so that we can I've taken extra 5 minutes. I know I've already spent more than my time. I will send the slide. The slide is already with Pastor Olumide. I will tell him to share. Or Pastor Olumide, please you can share with them so they can go through it by themselves and study it some more by themselves. So please let's take questions so that I can round off. I know I've spent extra 5 minutes already. Please pardon me, pardon my this thing. Sorry, I didn't need to take more of your time. Please, any question? Let's ask your questions so I can quickly answer them and I fly off. Man of God, please can you hear me? Precious, can you hear me? Let me sure you can hear me. I'm done. I'm waiting for question. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So any question, please? You might want to type or okay, thank you, Precious. Do you have any question? Any question? I'm waiting. I can't hear you, sir. I can't hear you.
Yes, sir. My name is Lawrence Ogenebe Degofu. I want to.
Are you sure your microphone is on? I can't hear anything. Are you sure the microphone is on? Okay, working on it. Okay, that's fine.
Good morning, sir. Okay, my question is this.
I can't hear you now. I can't still hear you, please. I can't still hear you. Maybe the person can type. Maybe you can just type or the question or okay. I'm just trying to see so I don't waste our time. If I can find a way to get all the questions across to me, maybe they can type it and send to you, man of God. Maybe they can send to you on WhatsApp. You can forward them to me. I can maybe use a voice note to explain them and send them back to you. If that is possible, if that's going to work.
Can you hear me now, sir?
So maybe they can type all the questions, send them to you on WhatsApp, you forward them to me. I will then answer them and send them to you, then you send to them.
Can you hear me now, sir?
That's fine. So I will not take much of our time. I'm sorry. I thank you all, everyone again. So please, any question you have at all, any question you have, what we said yesterday, what we discussed today, if there's something I mentioned that you did not hear very well, or something that I did not explain very well, you need a better explanation, just type it and send to Pastor Olumide. Whenever I have it, I'm going to attend to it, right? I'm going to attend to it. Thank you for your time. I want to believe that you've actually got value from this session. I do not take my being here for granted. I do not take your audience for granted. I do not take the reception for granted. Thank you very much. Precious, thank you. You've always been helpful since yesterday. I want to appreciate you. Thank you very much, Precious. Thank you for everyone who is listening to me. I do not take your attention for granted. And most especially, Pastor Olumide, I want to appreciate you. Thank you for making me have access to these amazing people of God. Thank you very much, sir. I really am very grateful. Thank you for hosting me. I hope to do more with you. I hope to do more with you. I believe that one day, maybe very soon, we are going to have a physical session together, and I know that is going to work out in the name of Jesus. So thank you, everyone. Pastor, I appreciate you. I know we'll connect some more and do some more things together. Thank you, everyone. Please, let's have a good day. Thank you.